Live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we're opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond.
It's the Mary and Sherri Show. How are you doing today?
I just had my eardrums blown out.
Oh no.
Did not think about it because he does the intro for us, so we're ready to go, and yells out a 3, 2, 1, and I didn't think about him being up at a mic. And it's like 3, and so. But other than that, I'm good.
Well, honestly, it makes a lot of sense keeping me on the other side of the cameras, really.
Yes, but I think we enjoy you when you're on this side. So, anyways, happy 4th of July to all of you out there. Hope you're having a lovely day, maybe a bit of a barbecue or something, Now, I have dressed for this because you wouldn't expect anything less from me, but I noticed you're actually as patriotic as I am. It's just on the back.
Maybe I should have turned my shirt backwards.
Right? Yeah, but we'll get that later. We'll get a picture of your.
Well, the one problem we have, the one person in the world that would know it was on backwards would be my wife.
And she'd complain.
Oh, she would say something.
We tend to do that sort of thing. We do.
I'd be so busted.
But at any rate, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day, and let's get into it, shall we?
Yes.
All right. Well, the shout out this week is to all of our new covenant partners. We welcomed a bunch of them, and we have a few more who weren't able to make it, and we welcomed them into our family, our church family on Sunday, and that was just such a neat thing. That's one of my favorite things in the life of the church is welcoming new covenant partners.
It's just a good feeling to see new members, and then you spend time getting to know them a little more. It's just great.
Yeah. Yep. So, yay to all the new covenant partners. Woo!
Well, as our decorations indicate, it's Independence Day. And because it fell on Thursday this year, we're celebrating on Sunday, Independence Day, a little bit late. But we're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs. And we're going to have games outside for anybody who would like to play, as well as inside if it's too warm.
Right.
So all are welcome, and we've got some wonderful burger flippers and hot dog cookers.
There you go. Yeah, it'll be great. We're going to make a call on the games, whether they're inside or outside, just based on the temperature.
Okay, makes sense.
We don't want anybody out there with heat strokes.
And I do believe it's supposed to get pretty warm.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, thank you for that. So usually this next week would be your committee meetings, and we generally tend to take a break in July. However, if you're unsure if your committee is meeting or not, please check with your committee chair, and otherwise enjoy your little break in July. All
right. We have a pastor's Bible study that's starting up. It's continuing in the book of John. Pastor Ian will resume this study this coming Wednesday, July 10th. At 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall.
There you go.
So I'm sure that's really a good study there.
Oh, from everything I've heard, people are loving it. It's that time of the month again. Second Wednesday of the month is coming up, so please sign up with Debbie O'Day if you would like to prepare a dish to be served at the Circles meeting this coming Wednesday, also July 10th.
Okay. Well, now another event that's coming up is July Grace Works opportunities, and this just July opportunity you'd want to serve while working inside to sort, store, and inventory supplies for CASA. You need to contact Kyle and Kyle Hamilton about helping on Saturday, July 13th, starting at 9 a.m.
Right, and I think they'll be done by about midday.
Sure, and I bet they could use a lot of help. A lot of hands
for sure.
Makes it good.
All right, now I know that we're going to have a barbecue this weekend for Independence Day, and there may be some games outside depending on the temperature. Well, the following Sunday, the 14th, no matter the temperature, we're going to have a great time out on the lawn following service. We're going to do fun in the sun. We have a water thing that has like a little slide, and it has sprinklers and all sorts of stuff. And so it says it's rated for kids 3 through 12. And so kind of fun little water park thing there. And we've got bubbles, and we have water balloons, and a kiddie pool. So we're just going to have some fun getting cool. So bring your kids maybe with their swimsuits so they can just kind of get wet and dry out before you take them home. Linda's going to be serving some sandwiches so that you can have a little picnic lunch out there, and everybody is welcome. As I said this past Sunday, if you know somebody who could really use a water balloon, here's your chance.
Now's the time to get even. No, I'm kidding. Alrighty, we have the Trumpet newsletter deadline coming up. Have all your articles going into the Trumpet to Margot no later than Monday, July 15th. Those deadlines are really important.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, we're talking about a lot of really fun things that are happening because it's summer, and that's kind of what we do. There's lots of fun things. But this next thing we're going to talk about, this is historical, right? And it's one of the best days of the whole year. Our annual ice cream social.
Oh, and it is good.
I need to figure out who the winners were last year because they need to judge this year. Were you one of the winners?
I don't know. It was last year or the year prior, but I could judge.
Cool.
It's a tough job.
Oh, yeah. So hard.
Homemade ice cream.
So hard. Right. Well, at any rate, this is happening Saturday, July 20th, and it's going to start at 5 and go from 5 to 7:30. We're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs again. We're going to have the Carson City Community Band playing for us.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? That's always fun. Our goal, of course, is to do this outside. Now, last year it was just too hot, and so we were inside with the band in the narthex, and that's the only way it works inside. So unfortunately, if it is too hot, we're going to do that again. It's still wonderful to listen to them. We just don't get to see the whole group, you know.
Yes.
But safety first. We don't want any of our musicians keeling over from heat stroke.
No. And, by all means, get in there and compete. If you make really good ice cream, do it.
Even if you don't make really good ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's an exciting thing about the competition this year. We're going to have 2 categories. We're going to have a youth category up through age 17.
Oh.
And then an adult category 18 and over. So, any of you kids out there who might want to take a hand at making some ice cream, let's do that. Get on it.
And toppings are welcome?
Yes, we would, if you want to bring in any toppings. And then also, maybe you don't want to make an ice cream, but you want to make sure there's enough ice cream because this does bring in a lot of community members, and you just want to sign up to buy some and bring it in. We have a spot for you to sign up for that also. So, but we really encourage you to make some ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you have won awards. Do you remember what you won, what flavor it was?
It was a caramel pretzel.
Oh, wow. I'm sure I couldn't eat it because of the gluten, but it sounds delicious.
Oh, I'm sure there's no gluten in that one.
I think that was last year. No, not at all. Anyways.
Caramel pretzel, and no, that was it.
There was no chocolate involved?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
But
anyways.
it was a secret recipe.
Obviously, they liked it. But on from that fun activity to what?
Baseball. I know we've brought it up a lot, but you know what? It's really going to be a fun event.
It is going to be a great event.
And the game actually happens on August 25th for the Aces game. Mm-hmm. And the tickets are $16. And if you give cash or checks to Sherri, make sure if you're doing a check especially, write down the memo line that this is for the Aces baseball game.
Right.
And so should be a good event. I believe there will be carpooling from here at the church after service.
Yeah, we're going to organize that, and so we'll be able to come to our worship service, and we don't need to rush or anything like that. We've got the time. The game starts at 1:05, and so we can worship and we can head on up there. $16 is a steal for a ticket. It's dollar hot dog day. And the kids get to run the bases afterwards.
Yeah,
so.
That carpooling is nice too because if you're not driving, you don't have to worry about getting downtown and getting parked and all that. So
exactly.
That'll keep it really simple.
Absolutely. And you can also put a check in the offering plate, or you can just send it into the office.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Volunteer opportunity. we have a group of ladies who are just faithful about coming in every week to work in the office and basically function as a receptionist. They sit right there by the front door and they greet people and they answer phones. And occasionally we have one or two little things for them to do. But they sometimes have appointments or things come up, and so we could use some other people to be in there on an as-needed basis. And if this sounds like something you can do, then feel free. People bring in books to read and Bible studies to work on, whatever. It's not intense, you having to sit there and do nothing. You can bring your things and be involved in that. So
It looks like they also bring in little snacks, like candy.
sometimes. We do have a candy bowl right there too, so that's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, another event, not a really an event, there's a need. The youth group Mountain Movers, they're going to do a mural in their study room,
Yeah.
and they need paint. I think, well, let's see, the type of colors they're looking for, warm colors.
Right.
And if you could donate that, it doesn't have to be a brand new can.
No.
If you have like a partial that's still good paint that they could
Right.
use to paint these drawings, that'll be a lot of good fun, a lot of fun for them.
For sure.
And it allows them to have a part in what their youth group's doing.
Yep, they're making the room their own.
Oh yeah, so that's going to be really neat.
Yeah. All right. Now, for our missions that we'd like for you to be praying for this week, the two missions are, we're going to pray for people in Kenya with the El Gibor Ministries and Dr. David Githley, and then also Forward Bible Camp. So if you'd keep those two in your prayers this week, that'd be awesome. And let's see, I believe it's time to wrap it up. okay.
Okay, so this is YouTube.
So we invite you to
Like, subscribe, and we can do this. Ring the bell.
and share this with someone. Have a wonderful, amazing 4th of July. Enjoy the barbecues and the fireworks, and God bless America. And we will see you Sunday at church.
Bye.
Bye-bye.